Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Aye, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Cameron.
At Kaer Morhen.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
I'm the exception.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse?
Oh god, no, please.
What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Ooh.
Oh, that won't do at all.
Well, that's an awfully gloomy face. Too much of a coward to race a woman?
The horse is mine.
Ah.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
Ooh.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak.
Welcome back to The Witcher 3, everyone. Sorry about that, but something came up. I have to deal with it. Oh god, I really don't want to frickin' race anymore. My frickin' horse has been inconsistent. I lost a race one because I got stuck in a tree. Or no, it's a wagon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go on! Kick it!
Sure how it's done. Move it! Move it! Come on, lass!
There we go. Whew, thank god.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were he to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Okay, here we go. The reason I made that comment in the last episode is because I know in order to progress on a mission, you need to play the Baron. And he is unplayable, and he can't play Gwent, because after a certain mission, he's gone. So I need to play Gwent now in order for me to move on to a mission and involve Gwent.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. And what's more, I usually win. If you've a deck, sit down. Outplay me, and I'll give you one of my unique cards. How's that for enticement?
Let's play.
Let's lay him down.
Give me a sec. That's all I can do. Let's see how to start off. Okay, trebuchet, not bad, not bad, not bad. Ugh. I feared that. Got nothing for right now. Yeah, for as much. Okay. Okay, that was my fail. I had no cards now. Great. Oh, freaking! I hate that thing.
You're not complete.
Great. Okay,
listening.
there's gonna be a while.
What do you come to me with?
Oh, finally. God damn, that took a while.
You won. A man's only as good as his word. Take the card.
That'll be gonna be a
I
while.
fear Velen's short on worthy opponents. Boat builder in Oroton might be one. There was also an old soothsayer. Lived east of here, near the windmill, last I heard. There's a lad, about as reasonable as an old mare, but he plays a devilish hand. In fact, I don't rightly know that you're ready for him.
There.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Dijkstra. You're working with Nilfgaard. Why?
Can't help wondering why you made a deal with the Nilfgaardians.
What could I do? Cast myself at them and die a hero? Fuck a hero's death. Fuck death.
Rather live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember it. Temeria is no more. There's naught left to betray.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison doesn't look that strong.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon. Black Ones will flood this land, take control before long. Sure as we've all got arseholes, they will.
How'd you wind up here?
How'd you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start. Soon after, we lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters or merely broken men, joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title. All talk of a self-proclaimed baron will cease.
Ever heard about witches in the area?
Anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
I know your wife is.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Well, yes.
Actually, that's exactly what I think.
The world might seem black and white to you witches, but for us common folk, it's shades of grey. As is my family's story.
Tell me how it is with you, really.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. Alright then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
So your fault after all?
Still seems like your fault to me.
Will you let me finish?
What happened then?
Alright. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me, something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Hence the name, the Bloody Baron.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
What did Anna say?
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Now, as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Seems you deserve each other.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Your wife is with the crones.
Your wife is with the crones as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
I've heard folk speak of them, but thought it naught but tales to scare the children with. How on earth did she land there?
A fiend captured her.
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
She made a pact with the crones.
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
I wouldn't recommend venturing into the swamp.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently. And I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my arse waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
We had a deal. You have to fulfill your end.
A deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last...
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we'd breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth. The trees! Hide in the trees! Damn brutes!
Oh, for frick's sakes. Oh, frickin' Basilisk poison. There we go. Whoa! Frickin' overgrown chicken! That's not good.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
How did I get up there then? Oh, I see. Witchers, they always know where to cut. I'm surprised his head didn't get lopped off. Well, yet. Oh. Well, there it goes.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
How did Ciri get past the Redanian blockade?
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
How'd you get the letters?
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
Gotta go to Novigrad.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I
Come
want
on.
to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
You convinced me. I'll go.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Well,
Dare you! I'm sorry, I was late.
the heck?
What was that?
Oh,
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
where'd he get the name?
Uma. Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
What? Nothing better to play for?
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Tell me how it
Funny
happened.
story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoreson blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so
Oh,
I asked him what
I
he
didn't
wanted to
connect
play, and
that.
He showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Huh, funny indeed.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
I'm a witcher. I can't even laugh.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
He is a good player, goddamn. I failed that hand several times. Still often villain. Family counselor, great. Still not enough. Good fate. When player erases Forefather's Eve. Shrieker. Oh, alright. I had to collect my agreed upon awards. I'm not sure where to go now. Well, there's always Oxenford. Okay. Whew.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Boys say there's a last man who made split let you poker for a few scraps, and this ain't no toothless old wench. Young and supple, grey down, shapely arse.
Sure.
Oi lads, fancy an outing to
Master
find that
Witcher, there's an
sheep
elven
beast?
burial
Bring the
ground in the
Smiths,
caverns
lads.
nearabouts mid-copse, and a heap of monsters roaming about it.
I'm talking about
There
the
are a lot of them
shrieker,
beasties
wreaking
you've,
havoc in the
you know.
peasants' coops now.
Weird. Alright, I might as well head to Oxenford to talk to the lady. So where is she? I have no idea.
In the old oak tree, inside.
Lifeless, move it.
Can't seem to catch my breath. I think a smudger might...
Quite the work my man's got, eh?
man well
Not
travelled.
bad.
Tell me.
In the back of the case yesterday.
You chewing? What's swallow on cold?
So I am more understanding that the comment I made about the connection, how I never made that connection before. I'd rather not spill what it is, just in case someone never played this game before.
Let's go.
Maybe I should say
shivers. Eternal fire.
Hello?
You wait! Step back! I'm no warrior. Help!
I never seen you before.
Easy now. Not in the habit of murdering priests in need.
No priest. I'm a deacon. Just 2 months out of seminary. On my first mission. It wouldn't be right to kill a deacon on his first mission.
Probably not.
Oh my, your eyes. Yellow in those pupils. I've read about this. You're a witcher.
Yes.
Well, clearly no feral cat or grass snake, so...
In point of fact, a grass snake's pupils are circular, not slitted. But never mind that. Please help me. If they breach the gate, a pestilence will be upon us.
What's happening now? One of your fold deceived me?
Met another of your fold recently. Tried to kill me, actually, near here. Didn't much like that I discovered he was trading in Fistek. So why would I trust you?
It grieves me to hear this. I shall pray he repents.
Not really.
Alas,
I cut off his head.
even the church is devoted, occasionally.
And some show a penchant for understatement.
A priest asking for a mutant for help?
Desperate times call for a witcher, huh? Thought your church frowned upon our kind. Mutants.
A mistake common in our ranks, alas. I discussed it at length with my mentor. All are capable of doing good in this world. Genetic aberrations or not.
Wow.
You sure you're a priest of the Eternal Fire?
What happened?
All right. But got a question first, priest. How's a witcher fight a plague?
I misspoke. Not the plague, its source. The Devil's Pit, this mine, has long been used as a place to sequester the hopelessly sick. An isolated haven for the afflicted.
A den to die in.
Basically.
Believe those are the words you're looking for.
I'm not proud to admit it, but how else is the Scarlet Fog to be withstood? An incurable pestilence that spreads with the fury of wildfire?
You condemned these people to a horrible death.
Sorry, no comparison. Not about to sympathize. Getting tossed in a hole, left to slowly rot and suffer. Now there's a fate I can pity.
You would leave the plague-stricken to infect their kin, neighbors? They die all the same and take others with them. The church seeks to protect the unafflicted.
What's done is done. Now where do I fit in?
Yeah.
Deep within the mine lies a salt cavern haunted. Someone, that is something, lurks there, so ancient records show. A spirit that breeds pestilence and whispers in the dark. Alas, a band of deserters has seized the pit. They butchered the afflicted. I was sent to urge their departure. Should they force open the mine's gate, descend into its depths?
We'll have more than just Catriona to stop. Let me guess. Your warning. Deserters didn't take it to heart?
If only. They slew my retinue. I alone escaped. Please, you must help. I've coin to offer. They must be dealt with. The bandits and this vile spirit.
Tell me more about the spirit.
Could be this calls for a witcher, but I'll need more to go on. This spirit, been in the mine long? Anyone actually seen it?
I've seen but some of the records. Above my station, you see. As I recall, it appeared long past, after the first plague victims were brought here. The church attempted once to exorcise the ghost, but, well, I'd like to see for myself what came of it.
Not exactly generous with details, were they?
Ha, that's an understatement.
Our wards recently reported hearing whispers in the night. Pleas for mercy, but ghostly. Strange. Altogether frightening. I'm afraid that's all I know.
That's the beauty about this game. I never ran into this side quest, so I am thoroughly surprised
Can't
and
deny it.
and excited to do this.
We can agree on a fair reward.
So long as you see what I have now as fair.
200. Okay. But you have. Let's see how far I can go. Let's go 40%.
Very well, agreed.
Hey, I should have asked for
I need
more
to take
then.
some from my own purse, but I believe you're worth it.
I'll help.
So be it. I'll help. And you wait for me here, coin in hand.
Of course. Under the circumstances, I can't imagine how it might be better spent. Ah, the key. It unlocks the gate to the mine. Eternal fire guide you, Witcher.
Yeah. Knock yourself out, Eternal Fire. Farewell.
In the Eternal Fire Shadow. It's nice to know that someone like him exists. Oh, God. Abandoned camp. Lovely. I went into this bandit camp before, but I never ran into that deacon. So I'm more surprised I ever go find it.
Bad idea.
Freaking guys with maces always freaking makes me mad. You always hit me every time. Ooh. Superior Dragon's Dream. Which I do not have. Might as well. Loot them. Loot, 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 loot. Okay. Now then. What is this spirit? Oh, if you're reading this, it means you found the message I stowed in Novigrad as agreed. Probably wondering to yourself, well, who was right? Happy to know you were. I acknowledged it this once, so go on, savor the moment. I digress. Although the contract seems easy enough, I should have waited for your arrival. How many times now have we made that mistake? I think I contracted something ill somehow. Yes, and yes, I know that's impossible, but I have no other way to explain my fever and relapse in memory. Here's hoping I have a uniquely weak constitution for a Witcher, because if not, I find the alternative explanation far more concerning. But if somehow the worst were to happen, I prepared some notes for you. I marked each location with our insignia. You can't miss them. For now, I'll experiment with a potion similar to Petri's Poulter, though I lack Celatine. With any luck, I found some in the grass surrounding Devil's Pit. That, or I'll have to substitute Sewint mushrooms. If all goes well, you won't even read this. If it all goes poorly, but it won't, I'll store the recipe and ingredients for you. Again, just in case, because you never read this, Reginald. Interesting.
A note. Potion recipe. Brewed with celandine. Should look for the places mentioned.
Please, help me.
Yep, definitely a spirit.
Sounds sincere enough. Can't be too sure, though. Could be a trap.